So
They got to outplay to win, honestly.
yeah,
Like they put them in a
you
pretty.
got unfavorable core matchups. I think you probably have the weaker lane. Oh, BP.
Okay. VP for Alan. Back.
Well, now he's got to go, right?
Oh, you're going last this time?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna get insulted again.
There it is.
I think so
Okay.
too.
So 2 for Virtus Pro, Black, and you're agreeing, are you?
Yeah. I think it's very rough for Liquid. They can do it. They can outplay, but just like from this standpoint, it'll be rough.
Just wipe game 2 from your memory. That never happened.
All right. Okay. Our panel are going for a 100% prediction record. 3 of the 4 games anyway, as we head to game number 4 with your commentators.
Hey, I'm happy to go with any kind of prediction that gives me a game 5. And as we were both sitting here looking at this draft as well, I think we're starting with the panel. Virtus Pro look like they have a very, very strong lineup. That Liquid, the Tinker was the answer they chose, but not the best answer in the world.
It seems like in this series, the team that's able to play faster just takes it. They're both so high skill. The mid game seems to just leave one side with a definitive advantage, and then all of a sudden they're one fight away from taking the game. And right now, I love, like, you saw how fast they 3-4'd Lion, Slark. The Lion prevents the Slark pick, which would have been excellent up against, you know, a DP and a Chen. Then they just take it themselves, and this is not quite a free Slark game, but if you play well as RAMZES, and traditionally he usually does pretty okay,
Yeah.
I think you're going to be in a good spot.
Well, he's going to start up on the top lane, so Chen's influence is going to change these lanes up a hell of a lot.
It's a great choice, too, because they sniff out the aggro from Liquid. You don't want to put your Slark in this sort of position, and whenever you're playing with Chen, you want him in the off lane. It allows him to threaten mid, and it's easier to play both jungles, whereas if you play safe lane, you really can't move around too much, and you're going to end up just like kind of a try-v-try, but Chen, you always want him able to move.
Yep, because you got to remember also the coach of Virtus Pro, Artstyle, a man who has done that time and time again for the off lane. It was kind of the bread and butter when he returned to Na'Vi after a long time away that allowed Na'Vi to win for a, well, week. Yeah. But Roger's able to do this and help out Solo and RAMZES in this off lane. Mid lane is still going to be the matchup of Tinker going up against the Death Prophet. Then on bottom lane, the Mirana versus the Pangalia. This time Mirana with no Drow Ranger buff up, no extra help on that front. But you're seeing GH looking to fight. He definitely wants to have these camps stacked up. Maybe a little bit happy to see that both of these camps are actually not blocked by the Observer or the Sentry. So he will be able to stack and then get extra damage in through the Spirit.
You're playing with a Chen, so yeah, he's going to just stand in the hard camp. Really well done by him. You can't actually contest him too well as a Lion and a Chen with no creep. This forces Solo all the way, or Roger, sorry, all the way back to get a Golem. But I just love how these teams read each other's movements. He knows the camp's going to be blocked, so he's already running back to his own jungle.
Yeah. And bringing in a Golem isn't a terrible thing. Actually enables diving, bringing in 3 extra stuns.
Look at this.
So it's actually quite a fun creep to gain at the early start. In fact, he's shattered 1 and picked up another. And now you've actually got, count them all, it's going to be 6 stuns? 5 stuns. 5 stuns in total.
And you can always just take over another creep and then shatter the other Golem, and all of a sudden you have 5 total.
They're looking for it. Solid just needs to gain that initial stun. And they will have themselves a kill. The Observer Ward's giving them the information onto GH.
But this is good because they're zoning 3 heroes of Liquid. Slark got every denial on that last initial creep wave, and now it's pushing back into him. And now, maybe you can actually zone them off this hard camp to get another, a better creep for Roger.
Quite possible.
Yeah. Look at this. It's exactly what they're doing as well.
They want to come over and fight. So send the Golems up first. In just a couple of seconds, those Shard Golems are going to disappear.
This is beautiful, though. You're just free farming a Slark. They don't actually need to find kills. If Liquid wants to sit at their tower, that's all fine.
That's the bottom lane looking. So Mind Control is at 10-1. He actually hits the arrow. Pasha has to jump away. Mind Control leaps forward, looking for the kill. Leaps again. Got the creep wave with him. Pasha really, really low. He's going to have to Mango to shield crush back out, so he's got enough life to survive. Doesn't have the easy regeneration. And in fact, actually give me a top lane kill onto Kuro, which is the result. You knew those Golems were eventually going to go in and the Pounce Leash able to connect. While no one has been so aggressive against Miracle. Got him to burn the salve a while ago. And no one, no extra Spirit Siphons up, but has Mango into Crypt Swarm if he can drop Miracle just down a little bit further. And now actually it's Miracle. Fairy Fire from no one must be consumed. And Miracle's bottle arrives. No one's got no other choice but to, well, I'll say to back off.
The Miracle Tinker is the big win condition for Liquid. If he has a great game, it doesn't matter how effectively VP's heroes can hunt him, because he can just shove lanes and eventually get to a point where, you know, 4th, 5th item, a Shiva's a Hex. Slark really, that's what the counter is in this
Solo,
game.
he connects on the stun. This means they'll get the collab. The ET Stomp tries to create a little bit more space, but the Tomato doing some work. Paralyzing cast from Kuro creates space from it. So it's Solo who's the one to die. Not to mention, no, he actually graded himself a different creep, so they don't even get the kill on the Hellbear.
You can see the Witch Doctor, though. Kuro's favorite counter, now that CM has been nerfed into oblivion, you just stun the creep. All of a sudden, for 5 seconds, Chen isn't really playing with a buddy.
This mid lane's been quite nice for Team Liquid. Like, the fact that Miracle's been able to keep no one at bay for a while probably is the reason, too, why we see Solo rotate in. It's 11-7 against the 17-8 in favor of the Tinker. Dom's able to connect over on the Chen, but Tumman, long jump forward. Doesn't really have the extra range to keep up with Roger, and Solo lends the stun from the low ground.
You're okay with this, though. Again, it's buying a creep wave for Slark. He's going to get all the denies in the wave, maintains lane control.
Roger gets a new creep. GH can go for the stomp, able to control that with the ensnare, and GH, oh, very low on mana. Roger's going to keep the body block going, so Solo can follow up with the Hex. He should have that stun available. Yeah, he does. So GH, stun will connect, and GH thought he was the one going to kill off Roger. But because he used the stomp so early and then got cancelled, it's the other way around.
The thing is up top. You leave the Slark alone against Monkey King, you can't really do much. Any melee hero against MK is going to feel pressure. You want to be able to offensively target him, as he has very low base armor, but if you can't kill the Monkey King or threaten him, he just dominates your lane. But his supports run back over, they're going to control the bounty runes.
Yeah.
Pasha gets bottom. Will he get both? Mind Control's into a bit of trouble. Jukes the arrow.
Yeah, Jukes the arrow is the top lane where the ET Spirit stomps out. Able to get the paralyzing cast down to Solo. RAMZES in behind him, starts with Dark Pact. Wants to make sure he can pounce away and up to the bounty rune. Doesn't want to really be involved in these fights just yet. You don't have the level 6 as Roger trying to send Solo back after TPing in towards that top lane. Mirana's died in the meantime. RAMZES cannot keep the chase going. Mirana dying actually underneath the tier 1 tower. Pasha was able to grab the rune and charges later, finds the kill.
Yep. That change, now that bounty runes give you a full bottle. He was quite low, but buys bottle, gets 6 charges. All of a sudden, you're threatening Mirana, and he's still able to stick around and stay strong in lane. This is a rough area for mind control. You take so much spell damage from Pasha, and your HP pool's so low.
But you were saying during the draft too that Mirana is very heavily countered in this game, so you had no other choice but to put it into a sacrificial role.
Yep.
So mind control dying only once in 6 minutes is probably a pretty good thing for him.
Yeah, when you're playing with a Drow, it's easy to just throw the Mirana mid, but no Drow this game. You're playing up against a Slark, a bunch of silences and stuns. It's a really difficult game.
Gank. In through the rear, start with the Hex. The Stomp's going to catch everything apart from no one. Where's the Spirit Siphon up? Solo will get the stun off. Miracle's low on life, but here comes Pasha. The Rolling Thunder in through the rear, going to bounce through. GH jumping over towards Kuro. Pasha already has the double kill. Do they have an extra club control? No. Kuro into the Moonlight Shadow. Invis and away.
A great rotation from Pasha. No vision on that side of the map. They know Liquid's been playing top side with both supports for nearly the entire game. You can even see their wards. There's one on the top side of mid. There's another one on that top rune, top bounty rune spot rather, but no one that can actually sniff out Pasha's on his way over. And as you can say, the rolling, so much damage, and the tips come out too.
Yep. Let him know who's great. Obviously, in this case, VP. But Tubman's going to be careful now. RAMZES has hit level 6, so Shadow Dance is up. That normal harassment that Tubman gets, unless it actually turns into a kill, it's not that same level of power you were discussing previously that the Monkey King has over other melees. And this is why we thought the Slark, the draft from VP is so good.
Well, the 2 games Liquid's won, it felt like they had a significant draft advantage. In this one, VP is either ahead or at the very least equal. And who knows who the better team is, but this should certainly be a game to test that. Stomp mid, but whoa, he barely got nipped
so
by that.
low. But Pasha, hello! In from the side, starts the Rolling Thunder, wants to bounce around in the phone book. Bounces back off the wall into the lane. Mind Control has already jumped forward. Pasha jumps through a little bit further. Meanwhile, up on top, they do kill off Matumba, but it's in the mid. That stomp, it's going to connect. Pangolier, he can jump away. He just needs to wake up from his sleep. It's the Crypt Swarm. Hits all three heroes. Mind Control, one more attack from no one will do it. Mind Control up the hill. He had enough regeneration coming in from Kuro's 1 point in Voodoo Restoration to survive.
Teams are just so evenly matched. Like, watching the decision making, like, I cannot explain to you how hard Dota is of a video game. The critical thinking in such a small amount of time that all of these players manage to output just boggles my mind. There's a reason these two teams on top of the DPC, but the first time they've ever met in a major. And man, 4.5 years in Dota, it's my first ever major final. Could not ask for a better one.
You got it, man. VP want to keep it going good. Smoked up over on Roger. They've got Solo as well, but the team is breaking up a little bit. They now get information on Miracle. This is why GH is hanging around near that obs. VP know they can't just walk up the same path they had last time. Both GH as well as Kuro are babysitting Miracle. Trying to get him into, well, at this point, they're just trying to reach him to Soul Ring. He's got the money for it. But the BTs is the critical thing Miracle needs, because how are you meant to turn these lanes around until you've got a Tinker who can be global?
Yep. And something that Tinker needs is his tier 1s. The top one's already down. The mid one's going to be under pressure very soon. And as you said, he's still the full recipe away from bots. Tinker is not the same hero
so
if your towers fall.
Pasha, Rolling Thunder is out. Going to jump in towards the mid. Master Machine's cover's already down. They saw him coming thanks to the Observe Ward. That's why Moonlight Shadow, ET Stomp is down. The Hellbear Smash is the one that cops the main brunt of it as Miracle. Master Machine's is wearing off. You've got the stun quickly. Solo being sent back to base. More of the distraction underneath the tier 1 tower.
He got the deny on the Ursa Warrior as he was ported back to base. It's the little things. They do all of them. Great dive, great response from Liquid, the immediate Moonlight Shadow. But the key is that VP RAMZES, he's been just playing this top side of the map. That tower is dead. He has total dominance of this area. He keeps farming his own jungle. Now he's going to go for the top bounty rune.
Yeah, she's already got the Shadow Amulet coming on the courier. Yeah. So Claymore is the only thing required. Surprised if she went for the Shadow Amulet over something else. No one going after Miracle. Needs more damage at Exorcism, and Crypt Swarm would do it. No! TP out just in time. Crash and Burns on the gang, but can now turn the Exorcism into pushing in mid lane. AT Spirit coming out. No one. Too quick with the phase boots. Moves a little bit further north. Rockets will fly. No one. Will be okay with this for now. He's got 3-1 charges and will get the life back from the end of the Exorcism.
In the meantime, they're still playing both side lanes. And the Slark Monkey King matchup, now that Slark has the item advantage, that's where the Shadow Amulet comes in, because you just regen after you pop that invis on yourself. Monkey King can't really threaten Slark anymore.
Bottom lane, Pasha wants to begin. And they already started the rotation, Team Liquid. Monkey King came in, turned into a tree, now bounce up. He wants to go in and down. Angle here, wow, Pasha. Second hit with a swashbuckle into the shield crash, gets the kill, and a lot of that damage, they didn't really find it into the Wukong command, but this disengage for Virtus Pro. The slap down will be on Solo. One charges don't give him the life, and Pango is able to escape and TP away to safety. Meanwhile, the Tinker was under assault. GH gonna miss once again with the stomp onto no one, but laser and rockets, Miracle so low. No one wants to go back in again. He's still blinded, but he'll use the Spirit Siphon and Crypt Swarm to do the work. And then looks over towards GH. Won't have that. Gets the silence. He will onto Mind Control. Hello! Solo has arrived once again. Now get the stun and the control. And Death Prophet sent back by the Chen.
Yep, for the 5th or 6th time this game. And Ally gets that free trip back to base. And that little efficiency adds up. It's 20-30 seconds. Instead of running back, now you just heal up, pour it in immediately.
Well, you already poured it in to go for that kill. So you will have to walk back for this. But it's still, as you said, good efficiency nonetheless.
Better a one-way ticket than none at all.
Yeah. RAMZES is now on the hunt. Shadow Blade is completed.
Yep.
He's in the dire jungle looking for anyone that's trying to farm up, and you know what he's going to be looking for. Yep. He's looking for the Tinker.
There's a ward
Bottom lane, Pasha's on the run. The slap down's good, and with the Maledicts, they have that kill. Pasha, no matter how far you jump away with a shield crash, you're going to try and Rolling Thunder. Dodge the damage. Miracle. There's the catch out over on RAMZES, and he gets out of the Master Machines to survive, and Pasha just Rolling Thundered off any bit of damage from the Maledict.
Yep. Great ward. Solo on point once again. Gives vision of the shrine area. And what do you know? Slark does that great move where you cut through the tier 2, tier 3 of Dire at nighttime. Immediately finds the Tinker. And look at Miracle's net worth, man. He's 500 above Chen. He's 0-4.
Yeah. And it's the critical thing, like, it's the items. You got Bottle, you got Soul Rings, but without the BTs, there's no way he can turn into recovery yet. He needs to be able to move in and out of the base freely to the front lines. But even doing that, now that Slark has had such a great start, like, he's gonna get hunted. Solo's gonna hit level 6 soon, so you get the burst damage from him. No one's gonna be pressuring the lanes because the Death Prop is just so powerful. Almost a Yule Scepter for her. I love Pasha. He's just gone for this casual javelin. Not even finishing it up, and then gonna go into the Blink Dagger. All about positioning now. He's got 1,300 gold. RAMZES walks up, finds Matumba. Matumba tries to hide himself as a tree, goes into the Wukong command, but Pasha has already taken him out. Now you go into Song of the Siren. All right, nope, it's Rolling Thunder. Everyone just looks like they're asleep. It's basically the ET work. Pasha rolls forward, gets a stun over on Kuros. They've got the control, they've got the kills.
Dude, that javelin just paying for itself already. So cheap, and it gets the proc chance on every swashbuckle hit, so you get lucky sometimes. It's a easy 200 bonus magical damage, and your Q and W already do so much.
That bottom tier 1 town 2 was denied.
Yep.
So
no
Liquid
gold.
don't even get the gold from it.
Yeah, in the meantime, Roger's just dominating the top half of the map. He places a ward. There's one of the best wards you can place in this top dire area of the map. You see the shrine, you see the tower. So much control.
With all this
Look at
control, Miracle, yeah, here we go again. Here's the ultimate question. Will Miracle be able to afford BTs by the end of this game?
Look at
Because
that eventually.
at this ganking rate is going to be difficult. Okay, by 20 minutes.
No. This is the thing. This is a Slark game where if you're ahead, it is free. The only way RAMZES is going to dive is if he makes some sort of mistake, because right now they just don't have the lockdown to take him out. Everything is purgeable. The thing they needed was a Tinker Hex. That's a long, long ways away. The Mirana Invis comes out.
As Moonlight Shadow going to close the distance onto Roger. Miracle's right on top of him. I don't know if he wants to do anything with it. Miracle's got some help coming. Moonlight Shadow, it's just the full setup. All the information they need. They can catch out Roger, slap down, and they have the magical burst.
Yep.
Goodbye, Chen. But also, goodbye, Mirana.
Yep, as soon as that pounce lands, that's a dead Mirana. Entire game.
I think they may have really wanted to give that kill over to Miracle on the top. He needs that money. He needs those BTs. Putting into the Monkey King is going to help a Desolator build from Matumba.
See, even though Roger goes down there, his pressure up top, just thanks to the creeps, not only do you do a little bit of chip damage to the tower, but it forces the supports of Liquid to go and recover that lane. Look at how much space it buys.
Goodbye, Kuro.
Yep.
2, 3, 4 hits, and that's through Voodoo Restoration.
And this is what VP wants to do. They get this mid tower for free just thanks to all the pressure around the map. And when the waves are cleared, Slark can immediately run onto the enemy side of the map and hunt. And he's going to continue to be successful because, again, there's no counterplay to him. And he kills almost everyone on Liquid in a pounce.
Miracle is ticking out the gold. 1 gold at a minute to get the BTs. He was sitting in base for a little bit just because he knew if he went out and got killed by the Slark, he would just be, be kicking himself. And now he's still just sitting here with BTs available, wondering where is it safe to go. There's currently no options for him.
I mean,
Could D-ward at least from GH. So he'll get rid of that observed ward that's inside the Dire jungle, and they got rid of the other ops, which was watching over the Trinity camp on the bottom.
VP, look at this. Invis mid on solo. Looking for a setup. There's a sentry down already.
Arrow's going to be off target. Death Ward's too far away. The wands keep him alive. And hit him with the Starstorm. Infused Raindrops, bottom lane, Miracle. Well, I said like he was looking for an option, something he could do. ET Spirit comes in as well as the clap, but Pasha so quick to get away. Already has that Blink Dagger. And he's being sent back. Could TP out, Finger of Death. That increased the armlet charge.
I mean, the Penitence comes out first and then the Finger on top. You can see he's just waiting for it. 36% increased damage. Throw in a nuke for 600 or 600
Pasha,
magical
he
damage.
just jumped straight into him. He's in the middle of 3 heroes. RAMZES is here as well. Will jump in through the rear. Does Pasha have enough life to buy? Of course he does. He turns around for a 3-man swashbuckle. The damage is so high. Mind Control begins the TP. They have the damage to kill him before the TP can complete. And GH trapped in the trees. The Penitent Man shall not pass. RAMZES, a triple kill for this Slark. And this is going bad to worse to severely troublesome.
How to beat a Tinker 101. gank him in lane, kill his towers. All of a sudden he's playing catch up, and instead of being able to aggressively shove lanes, he's just desperately trying to go wherever you are not. And there's so many heroes that can hunt him. Now Solo's up top. I'm sure there's another teammate ready to TP as well. If he finds this disable.
What's going to happen once the Blink Daggers are up? And Solo, he just walks in, starts with the Hex. The Death Prophet is coming over. Solo's taking way too much damage from the March of the Machines. The Rocket will connect. Miracle, he still has rearm and more than enough mana to get back to base. So just a little bit late in the VP support.
See, it's a good play from Solo, but Miracle recognizes that if he sits still, he's going to catch that stun, repositions, and while he does get CC'd, drags Solo even further into the march, ensures he stays alive. Probably a little over-aggressive from Solo, but even though he died, his team just went up another tick on that gold lead from 11 to 12K.
Yeah, it's with the death of the tier 1 tower on bottom. Attempted denial was there from Mind Control, but there was too much of a creep wave. Just pushing him in with all these tier 1 towers, real estate on the Team Liquid side of the map is getting very limited.
Slark mid.
Hunting again. Echo Saber is up. Wondering too, like with his item build, like Kuro's always had the upper hand when it comes to vision. Against the Slark, that's real difficult to do. Do you get the early gem onto RAMZES? Do you make it so Liquid are blind?
You can't. You're not able to take a team fight. I think if you get lucky, maybe VP buys a gem and you can steal it, but that seems unlikely.
Well, I was thinking from VP, like actually putting it on Slark, getting rid of all of Kuro's vision.
Too risky. You don't want to give Liquid the chance to have it back. You wait, maybe with Aegis you can get one.
Okay. 4-man smoke up. Miracle's hiding inside the tree. Solo knows exactly where he is. They have the observer board looking for it. Jump down. That tree is tree-on-tree action. Matumban going to go into the ultimate. Roshan so low. It's killed by the Radiant. Ramses the Aegis, the Immortal. Mind Control's going to die so quickly. Kuro directly after him. No one's the one with the double kill. Using that exorcism to find exactly what they need. TP back. Chen's able to survive. Solo, man, I can't believe he's alive. 19 HP. Matumban can't even kill off the Lion. He's tried so hard. The GH is also going to die too. Triple kill for no one. Miracle can at least push out the mid lane, but 23 to 5, 14k advantage. The Aegis wasn't even burned on Ramses, and he's got 3.3k gold after that fight.
Yeah, I can't even tell you what item he's going to buy because there's a lot of options in this kind of game. No, not that one.
Sustain is all he probably needs.
Yep. They're going to get 4 bounty runes once again on VP, and this is the dominance. This is why this mid-game is so important, because the 15, 20, 25-minute bounty runes, the Roshan, there's very little objective gold anymore. Tower gold was nerfed, like hero kills are nerfed. It's just getting these bounties.
You see also VP itemizing to try and finish the game. Pipe of Insight now completed over on no one. So a large amount of that damage that you're trying to find from the Tinker or the Mirana is now just going to be heavily negated. And this allows them to go high ground. Obviously, we're only 21 minutes into the game, and the Slark is still a picker. Yeah. But it feels like that's the kind of momentum they're itemizing for. And Ramses found a target. Sleep. Oh, at least walks out of the leash.
It's still hard to just walk into Liquid's side, into Liquid's towers. They have the Tinker to spam March with the Blink now. You can catch Mirana arrow like ET, Tinker, Monkey King. It's very difficult to just walk into the Thunderdome when these teams set up.
Pasha. Well, up goes GH. Pasha having that disabling Yule Scepter will kill off GH. Yep. They were looking for a fight in mid lane VP as well underneath their own sentry, but Liquid never obliged. And it's risky because you see the ET build 4-2-0. He has max level stomp. He hits that on 2 or 3 heroes, arrow to follow. Never know what could happen. Just keep finding pickoffs, skirmishes, control the map, control the bounties. BKB Ramses, here he comes. Yeah, straight through the rear. Ramses, 3, 4, with the Dark Pay. Takes the kill. That's a perfect rolling thunder to isolate both Miracle as well as Matumba. They both got hit by this. That was so cool from Pasha too. He bought the Yules, self-Yules on top of the Tinker so that his Rolling Thunder would hit again after he had already positioned himself on top. Then immediately, QW, Tinker's dead. No one, of course, with the silence on top, but really wasn't even necessary. He's still got his ultimate ready to go, and you might just threaten high ground here. Yeah. Pipes burn in 35 seconds, and the Observer Ward. They saw where Matumba was. They didn't break the tree, however, so he only got the stun from the Earth Spike. But Ramses wants to be that frontliner again. Let no one's exorcism do the work. The Chen Kroops are holding back for the moment. I like the positioning. You don't want Monkey King to get a free ultimate off to defend his tower. Tinker's still dead. ET Spirit Can't find the Stompers exactly looking for. They at least have the stuns and silences over on the Death Prophet. Exorcism just out of range. Ramses jumps in. The tier 3 tower is so low. No one just wants the end of Exorcism to do the work. Fortification, it's available for the Dire side, but do you really want to burn it for the very last moments of your mid-tier 3 tower, which they could just... Like, it's in deny range already. It's that low.
What can you do? You see Roger also changed up his item build, recognizing just how far ahead they are. Instead of saving for an Ags, he picked up the mech.
They're TPing out already. Solo wants to pick up the Blink Dagger, so they need to give him the top lane. And there's the ping. Pink is TPing out, but then again in mid lane, you thought they were out, but the jump comes forward from the Slark, right on top of Mind Control. Wukong command by Mataman, at least he's got the back lines of VP. And okay, no, he's got nothing. He's got absolutely nothing. He's got everyone from VP killing him. Doesn't even matter when the line disappears. Ramsey leaps over the hill, finds Mind Control and puts him far, far away. The tier 3 tower is gone. Now they've burned the fort. And GG, not even 24 minutes on the clock. And we are going to a game 5 in this grand final. Woo.
Could it happen any other way?
No, that was stylish. That was total stylish. That's a stylish dunk, but no.
Man, that was a toss off the backboard to yourself. And I have a sinking suspicion that he might have just been trying to get up onto the high ground and found a Mirana for his trouble. But, you know, I'm going to give credit where credit is due. Incredible game by Ramses. Flawless performance, 12-0-7. And VP just